This video will finally introduce the winners of my Dream Merge contest I held over on my Instagram account at PKMN_regions. All of your submissions will be featured at the end of the video for any of you who'd like to check them out, or more importantly, the respective artists out. And believe me, you'll want to do so because there were some amazing submissions. However, most of you newcomers are probably wondering, what is a Dream Merge Pokemon? And if you are, I highly recommend watching my initial Zoni region video teasing what's to come on my channel and Instagram account for this Brazil-inspired Fakemon project next year. So if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and go follow me on Instagram as well to keep up with this project. But that initial Zoni video is the perfect place to start as it sets the stage for this project, including its starter Pokemon, mascot legendaries, main cast of characters, and the new mechanic known as Dreamagine or Dream Merge. As like the Dynamax mechanic, the Dreamagine mechanic can be used on any Pokemon, whereas the Dream Merge mechanic only works with specific Pokemon, just like Gigantamax. Dreamagine allows you to manifest Pokemon from one's imagination or emotions by using one of your Pokemon as a vessel to materialize your creation. Any Pokemon of any level, meaning you can essentially transform your level 5 starter Pokemon into this mascot legendary Pokemon, but its level will be the same as the Pokemon used to make it. In fact, these new Fakemon cannot be obtained the normal way or caught, and rather can only be used by using the Dreamagine mechanic. But that being said, you can use them at any time using the mechanic, essentially giving you a 7th member on your team, and a legendary at that. However, the Dreamagine Pokemon will only have moves learned at the level it is while manifested. So if you use a level 5 starter Pokemon, your options will be slim, whereas if you use a level 50 Pokemon, you'd have a lot more moves available to choose from in addition to the 2 moves from the material Pokemon's moveset. So you get to customize its move pool in the heat of battle, ultimately changing the course of the battle. Whereas Dream Merge allows you to fuse your mascot with some specific Pokemon instead, making a powerful new Pokemon not obtainable any other way, such as the dreamy Pegaseer or the nightmarish Mulablaze, with each version having its own unique set of version-exclusive Dream Merge fusions for its mascot, with more angelic fusions in Push and more nightmarish fusions in Pool, each revolving around your version's mascot legendary, having it act as the prime material, meaning you're not just fusing a Charizard and a Blastoise, in addition to more fusions for the DLC's mascots. And when using either the Dreamagine or Dream Merge mechanic, you actually get to select 2 moves from each material Pokemon's moveset, helping you to optimize both Pokemon's movesets in each battle, changing the course of the battle in the process. So for example, if you use the Dreamagine mechanic on your Idleaf, you'll pick 2 of Idleaf's moves and then 2 of your Legendary's moves. And of course, the Pokemon lucky enough to trigger a Dream Merge fusion will be able to optimize this even more, as they'll have a type from each of their materials as well, increasing the chances of stab between their movesets. And despite only lasting the duration of the battle, they each are considered entirely new Pokemon with their own dex entries for collection purposes. So in other words, you gotta create them all. So you've already met the mascot legendaries for Pokemon Push and Pokemon Pool, whom the whole Dreamagine and Dream Merge mechanic revolve around depending on your version, as each will have their own set of exclusive Dream Merge fusions. Pokemon Push with more angelic fusions, as its mascot represents the things that push us closer to our dreams, such as hope and love, and Pokemon Pool will have more nightmarish fusions, as its mascot represents the metaphoric demons that haunt us, pulling us even further away from our aspirations, such as our fears and doubts. And I've even revealed 2 Dream Merge fusions already, both of which for Rapidash. In Pokemon Push, you'll be able to access Pegaseer, and in Pokemon Pool, you'll be able to access Mulablaze, both brought to life by one of my favorite artists, Trainer_Mats. There will be even more Imagia Pokemon introduced in the Zoni region outside of these mascots, each with their own Dream Merge fusions as well, one of which will be introduced in this very video, as it won the Dream Merge contest. So please stay tuned for it, as there's a bunch of Dream Merge fusions that will be revealed alongside it as well. However, first I wanted to show you 2 new Dream Merge fusions from the Zoni region I came up with and have been dying to show all of you. especially as I feel the Rapidash fusions, while amazing, may not have been the best example of Dreamerge fusions to start with, at least going off a lot of the submissions I received, only because so many of your submissions looked more like literal forms of these Pokemon rather than fusions or new Pokemon altogether, which they're supposed to be. I mean, some were literally the exact silhouettes, and by the way, it doesn't mean they weren't amazing. I got so many amazing submissions. I only blame myself for that. I should have given better details or examples. But I did want to show you more of what Dreamerge could be, at least aesthetically. Think Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Digimon fusions, where they take more liberties with the designs and the fusions aren't so literal. Not saying that can't be the case. I mean, some will be more obvious than others, but just saying that there is a lot more variety and creativity involved in the designs of the Dreamerge Pokemon than I think most of you anticipated. And you'll see more of this later on down the line, but here are a couple examples with push-exclusive Alakazam fusion, Nervazam, and pool-exclusive Machamp fusion, Machoger, that showcase this a little bit better. Both of these fusions are inspired by creatures from Japanese mythology, as a reference not only to the Kanto region where their fusion materials are from, but the insanely large Japanese population found in Brazil, and all the cultural ties as a result, something you'll be seeing a lot more of as well throughout the Zoni region, not only in its Pokemon, but some of its characters and locations as well. Anyways, let's check these fusions out. Alakazam fuses with Tupongwar to make Nervazam, adapting Alakazam's psychic typing and Tupongwar's fairy typing. Now, while it clearly looks similar to Alakazam, it also maintains the mascot's light blue coloring and gold armor, with the long whiskers Alakazam is known for now resembling angel wings, are the beautiful ribbons worn by the Tenyo, a heavenly creature from Japanese mythology with unparalleled grace and elegance. While celestial beings are often depicted as human women, however, this Pokemon is meant to be a little bit more androgynous, while maintaining the key elements found from its inspiration, including the musical instrument it's known to play, meant to replace the spoons normally held by Alakazam. Its ability is Serene Grace, and it has a variety of Psychic-type moves from Alakazam's moveset to pull from, in addition to Fairy-type moves from Tupongwar's moveset as well. Machamp fuses with Ophidianka to make Machoger, maintaining Machamp's fighting typing and Ophidianka's ghost typing, as well as having access to both their move pools to further maximize their type combination and stab, but it also has access to some fire-type moves from Ophidianka's move pool as well, all of which are strengthened even more by its sheer force ability. It has the mascot's red coloring and skeletal elements with the similar body type to Machamp's, including 4 muscular arms, 2 of which are skeletal arms now, that detach and make bone clubs, as a reference to the clubs used by the ogre-like yokai from Japanese mythology it's inspired by, with ghostly flames tattooed across its body to complete the look and reference Ophidianka's fire typing. I commissioned my very good friend PKMN to help me bring these Dreamerge fusions to life, and needless to say, he delivered as he always does. He's absolutely amazing, doing his own Australian region. Please do yourself a favor and go check it out. Give him some much deserved love. Speaking of which, he also made 2 submissions for the Dreamerge contest for the Kalos fossils, which, no lie, totally blew the competition out of the water. I mean, look at these next level designs. However, due to our work relationship and friendship, he did have an unfair advantage, as I told him in great detail how I planned for the mechanic to work and my vision for the Dreamerge fusions and their aesthetics. So because of this, I felt it wasn't fair to have him take this opportunity away from someone else in the competition. That being said, these fusions were too good to pass up, so I worked with PKMN to tweak the designs a little bit just to fit what I had in mind for the Dreamerge mechanic, and I am happy to officially welcome both of them to the Zoni region. So please give PKMN another round of applause and welcome the push-exclusive Aurora's fusion, Celestora, comprised of Aurora's ice typing and Tupongwar's fairy typing, with angelic Aurora-like wings along its neck. And the pool-exclusive Tyrantrum fusion, Ravager, rocking Tyrantrum's dragon typing and Ophidianka's ghost typing, with skeletal armor and magma cracks in its skin as a reference to the mascot's fire typing. Anyways, now let's take a look at the contest winners. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time in this video to say something about all of the submissions as I normally like to, as there were just so many of them, far more than I anticipated. But as I said earlier, I will be featuring them all in a slideshow at the end, just as I have in my Instagram stories, most of which I did try to say something nice about each design. So I hope that's enough, and I'm so sorry for everyone who participated. Please know I am so grateful for your submissions, and I really wanted to personally take this time to thank you not only for your creativity, but your heart, time, and effort, as I know you put all of that into your submissions, and it really shows. So you have no idea how much I truly appreciate it, and most importantly, I really just hope you had fun. That's really what this contest was about, just showing your creativity, as that is the theme of the Zoni region. I will be revealing 2 winners, one for the DreamMerge fusions, using the Mascot Imagia for Pokemon Push or Pokemon Pool, so 2 designs in total, as well as one for their own original Imagia, and any fusions they made for it. So there will be 2 winners in total, but that being said, there will be a handful of designs that I am happy to welcome into the Zoni region. The winner of the DreamMerge fusions is Jeremon, a talented artist I probably would have never come across otherwise. I mean, never say never, he is really talented, but this is exactly why I love doing these kind of contests, because I stumble across new talent in the community, which is, for someone like me who commissions artists, always a blessing. His Grimmsnarl fusion especially really impressed me. However, I did feel both fusions looked a little more like forms, even sharing the same silhouettes of Hydreigon and Grimmsnarl, which is my fault once again for not giving you all a better example of how the DreamMerge fusions should or could look. So while talking to and expressing this to the artist, simply saying I may revisit these designs later down the line, as they were just so good, just not what I was looking for, he offered to redraw them and make them more distinct looking instead. Something I said absolutely wasn't necessary, but he insisted, and I'm honestly glad he did, because the final results were incredible. So I kind of got the opportunity to work with a new artist, which is always fun. That being said, I just gave some slight suggestions and pointed him in the right direction, versus when I'm commissioning an artist and I'm usually at the reins and just kind of working down to the smallest details. So what I'm trying to say is, while I helped influence them, I did come up with and change the names, but that was only to avoid similar names of other DreamMerge fusions I have. These are still very much his concepts and designs, so please go give him some love. I'm thrilled to introduce the Majestic Push exclusive Hydreigon fusion, Hydrascend, pairing Hydreigon's Dragon typing with Tuponguar's Electric typing, as well as the terrifying Pool exclusive Grimmsnarl fusion, Nefarihiss, with Grimmsnarl's Dark typing and Ophidianga's Fire typing. Last but not least, we have the winner of the Imagia submissions, the winner being creator PKMN and the talented artist he commissioned, Kai_FakeMonster, resulting in the wonderful Imagia, Raddappa, a Poison Rock type Pokemon submitted by PKMN. It collects the most noxious poisons to fill the dish on its head and will faint if it spills. Its rocky shell can withstand most physical blows. Now, this contestant was kind enough to include all of the inspiration behind all of these designs, which I am so grateful for. Honestly, just kind of helped put this submission over the edge for me, because it was really cool to read all this and see everything they drew from. And I also liked how he mixed many inspirations and a couple animal species together, similar to how I did with my 2 Imagia mascots. He also incorporated the colored ring I have in both my revealed Imagia, and took inspiration from the Kappa, a creature from Japanese mythology, which I felt was perfect for the reasons I discussed earlier in the video, with all the Japanese influence found in Brazil, and I had already planned to incorporate into the Zoni region anyways. So this submission couldn't be more perfect, not to mention its unique typing and amazing design. Now, I love this submission so much that immediately after seeing it, I had a burst of inspiration and came up with a whole side quest and backstory for it that I could not help but share with the contestant Apo. So without spoiling too much, there will be a grumpy old man in the Zoni region who is a hermit, and after tragically losing his wife, whom he was supposed to start a family with, he's bitter and jaded and now resents children, aka the protagonist. and has locked himself away from the world, which is how this Imagia Pokemon ended up manifesting out of these unpleasant feelings and his loneliness and isolation. So I felt this Imagia would represent those feelings perfectly, with its poison typing showing how corrosive these feelings like resentment can be, or its rock typing or shell representing how he hid himself from the world and decided to live a life of solitude, as he essentially put these walls up after his heartbreak to protect himself from ever getting hurt again. Anyways, there's a lot more to it than that, but as I said, I don't want to spoil too much as this will be a part of the Zoni Chronicles. I did come up with this character and backstory and all that, but once again, this is Appo's design. I was just so inspired by it. And Appo not only submitted 1, not 2, but 4 Dream Merge fusions for this Imagia, all of which are obviously winners and being brought into the Zoni region as well. The first duo is a push-exclusive fusion for Dugtrio and pool-exclusive fusion for Wugtrio. After merging Dugtrio and Raddappa together, the oddball Helm Trio appears. It uses its 3 heads to spear its enemies with its rocky helmet. After merging Wugtrio and Raddappa together, the slimy Moor Trio appears. Its undulting bodies move very fast underwater. A bite from its central head can send you straight to the hospital. The second duo of fusions is for everyone's favorite T Pokemon, once again each being a version exclusive. After merging Poltegeist and Raddappa together, the riveting Ribbity appears. Its frog-like body is made up of highly poisonous tea. Just a few drops are enough to defeat big opponents. This is my favorite, by the way. I mean, the name alone is peak. After merging Sinistcha and Raddappa together, the adorable Chatorus appears. Its shell looks like frail porcelain, but it's very tough. The matcha it excludes is extremely bitter. This fusion is also a work of art, by the way. It's just so cute and perfect. Appo blew the submission out of the water. The Imagia, the Dream Merges, all of which with help from the talented artist Kai_FakeMonster, who he commissioned to bring his ideas to life, much like I do my own. So kudos to Kai as well for doing such a good job on the artwork. So as I always say, please go give him some love as well. It's much deserved. I just love how goofy and quirky all these Dream Merge fusions are. They help make this Imagia even more distinct and really complement the aesthetics of the mascots. You have angelic fusions for Tupongwar, and nightmarish fusions for Opendinga, and quirky fusions for Raddappa. And the remaining Imagia will also have a unique aesthetic shared amongst all their fusions. So please stay tuned for more exclusive Imagia Pokemon and Dream Merge fusions in upcoming Zoni videos. And of course, the Zoni Chronicles, coming out next year. You all made this tough on me as there are some awesome submissions. I'd now like to take this time to share all of these submissions. So to all of you watching, please make sure to stay for this part of the video. Check them all out as you may find one you really enjoy. Leave a comment down below to let me know which of these submissions was your favorite and you would have chosen to win, or what you personally thought of the winning submissions or new Dream Merge fusions I revealed. As always, I look forward to seeing what you have to say. And without further ado, here are all the amazing Dream Merge contestant submissions. Thank you again to everyone who participated in the contest, and thank you to all of you for watching.